All right, so well, I have some decent amount of free time on my hands this weekend, so hopefully I can get a decent number of videos ready, right? Uh, Not that like I can't turn a 2 minute video into like an hour of like me speaking, right? But so today we are going to react to Kiniverse, X Skybrow's cinematic universe, which I suspect I already suspect I'm in this one. Like I was tagged in this one, so it doesn't take much to figure that out, right? Funny enough, I just got a notification by Play Astronomical to check out his newest video, so I'll be doing that later as well. Uh, so, as always, I'm going to do at least 2 runs through this. One which is just to see if I can catch everything. 3 or 4, depending on how much it is I think I may have missed on those first 2 passes, right? So let's get this started. I will admit, I do kind of have a cheat sheet open to the side because the like, OP was very helpful in providing a cheat sheet in the first place, right? So he's gonna provide a cheat sheet. I'm gonna use it, right? Okay, so once the first pass without the cheat sheet, and then I will wait. Is he Norwegian? Hold on, am I bugging out, or is that the flag of Norway? Hold on. Oh shit, he is a Nord. Fair enough. It comes from Lutherland, right? The Lutherans. Anyway, wait, Norway was one of the historically Lutheran countries. Okay, yeah. Funny thing about the Lutherans, their original name as a movement was the Evangelical Catholic Church. Anyway, I guess that'll be an interesting thing for like a later stream at some point, I guess, right? But anyway, without further ado, let us continue.
Keyboard clicks. Screen glow late. We don't call it work.
Oh, this guy, Pseudo Gray. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be in his newest video, his upcoming video as well, because a guy actually DM'd me and asked me for my reference sheets, of which I had to explain to him I don't really have any because I whipped up my avatar in like Illustrator in like 5 minutes, right? DJ Nathaniel, funny enough, actually did do some editing of my character, which he had me in the conversation for, and I was like, ooh, I like. Yeah, most of them were alright, but I was like, ooh, I love the tiny one, to be perfectly honest, right? They're like, oh yeah, the League of Legends inspired one. I was like, ah, damn it, why do you have to say that? But anyway, right? So I may have a alt avatar in the works. I'm gonna redraw it myself, and then vector it myself. But yeah, I did really like one of the designs the AI came up with. So it's like, ooh, nice. Okay.
We just call it create. Yeah. Whole crew logged in. Same code, same chat. A grandma, a gamer, a kid in the.
Okay, hold on.
Whole crew logged in. Same code, same chat. A grandma, a gamer, a kid in the flat. Line after line, prompting this rap, we refining the phrase. Turn one small.
Well, that's Sky Rose, obviously, right?
Bug to a wildfire lit, a small camp.
Tiny campfire lights reference. Oh, it even says right there, small campfire turned into bonfire real quick. It kind of did. This kind of did just kind of blow up, like, real fucking quick.
Fire turn into a bonfire quick, type 2 words, get a universe trip. We remix, reframe, put the soul in the stack. From the barbershop chair to the after school lab. We draft, then draft again, till the prompts all snap. Let's go.
You got to get that, again, the prompt work is a skill, right? You got to... You gotta pay a lot of attention to. Okay, that is off. You gotta. Good prompting and bad prompting are still prompting, but good prompting is a skill you gotta work on. The better your prompting skills, the better it is. You will like, be able to actually get again the magic to do what you want it to do. And that is, I'm pretty sure, Dot Pocket, who I think also has a song with me in it. So I'll be trying to check him out this weekend as well.
We pop the sky, watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes the canvas generate.
There's the Wild Iraqi. Oh, we're definitely picking up on the campfire lights thing, so.
Hands on keys, yeah, we cooking at an endless rate.
There's Torst. What the fuck was it? What was his full name? Was it Wild Torst? Off the top of my head, I don't remember what the first word is. But no, it's Torst Wolf, actually. Hold on. I think it's Torst Wolf.
Team writing and we ride it with that fire, ayy. Ride it with that fire, ride it with that fire. Community.
Is that Rivanami? I haven't really seen Rivanami's like non-mech avatar yet, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here and think that this is Rivanami, especially given the like the tail coming out of like, the little like a stinger coming out the back of her neck, which kind of reminds me of the One Skye trailer.
Every mind in love, wire,
Oh, that's obviously Cross.
rock the sky. Let the culture rewire.
There's Chicago, right? Cairo, Chicago.
Whole team writing and we ride it with that fire, ayy.
Okay, I know who this is, but the name is escaping me because I haven't really talked to this guy very often. Like, I will learn everyone's name eventually, but it does take me a while, right? My brain is very perceptive at remembering like the names of people I will from historical contexts, but IRL, it's kind of a disaster. There's Psychro. Is that Cine? Is that Cinevere? Hold on, I'm gonna cheat. Okay, yeah, that was Cinevere. Oh, I have no idea who this guy is. Hold on, that was actually a pretty fun, just intrinsically funny. Oh my god. And there's Ben. Oh, he got the flag of England, the flag of the United Kingdom above him. It's not the flag of England, it's the flag of the United Kingdom. What the fuck am I saying, right? Technically, England is a country in the United Kingdom, and I'm pretty sure, like, the UK flag, I didn't really check into this, but I suspect the UK flag is kind of like a composite between them. Let me check. Let's check. Yeah, kind of. You can definitely see the English and the Scottish flag in there. Welsh, not so much. So, yeah, maybe not. I forgot that the Welsh flag was just like a dragon on a fucking green and white background. Is that the Triforce on his head? Fair enough. There's Feeble Mind.
Got stories.
And then there's Re-Immigration for Retards. Based powder as Amelia, right?
She just never had time. Now her tails turn stills.
There's Leaflet, obviously.
In the scenes that shine, little Sky Bro draws worlds.
Nihilith.
He was scared to share.
Or, actually, I think it's Nailith, but I'm not entirely sure.
Now we type 3 thoughts. And they're floating in the air. We argue, we laugh, we
Well, I mean, Ever Paradox and Lord Intellectual. There's that's a rather aggressive Eustace the useful.
improve, we tweak, turn kinda okay to yo that's unique, and I can relate.
So, I mean, that was Silas and possibly Glacier Wolf, and I don't know what his wife's VTuber's name is. So I'm it's gonna definitely space out on that one. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is. Hold on. Yeah, it's Silas and his wife. I have no idea what his wife's YouTuber name is, though.
To yo that's unique, and I can relate from the church.
Celestium. I mean, I did a whole video talking about that situation. If I had waited a couple of hours, I would have had that entire thread where her stalker and harasser came out and did an apology, and then everyone started like posting receipts in his face. Just like, damn, I should have waited just a tiny bit for that.
Basement to the front yard stoop. We build big
There's Mango.
dreams on a few word loops. Yeah, go.
Boophala. Name is not ringing a bell. Oh yeah. So I actually just got to talk to this person very briefly on X. Well, by talk, it was like a one tweet reaction, right? It's Itami Works, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was all about the whole shit post I intend to do about like getting Cardcaptor Sakura to cosplay, Sakura Kinomoto to cosplay every single Skybro, and it's like, oh yeah, big fan of Cardcaptor Sakura, so slotted on the queue right after I get to Leaflet. I'm gonna guess that was Antibot. Antibot is a bit of a chaos monger, to be perfectly honest. Like, yeah, Delta Wolf, Lady Wasabi, Ovatad Patash, I think. Oh, was it Ovatad or Ovatid? Ovatid, okay. I still got it wrong. Who is the talking moose? Hold the fuck on. Who the fuck is the talking moose? Right? Is that supposed to be links? Hold on. Yeah, that was supposed to be links. Okay. And there's DJ Nathaniel. An angry duck. Night Owl VT on the left hand side, and drawing a blank on the very right hand side. I mean, oh my god, my brain is blanking. Maya is the girl. Oh my god. What the fuck? Because I've seen this guy. He's actually got a pretty nice. He seems like a pretty nice guy. He pops up on my Twitter feed all the time. I actually see his tweets quite often. What the fuck was his name? Give me one moment. My brain is drawing a blank here. It's gonna be really annoying when I actually find out who it is, isn't it? Wait, what am I doing? I have the cheat sheet open. Why am I going to X? Oh, the moose is a person. Moose and X. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna give him a follow. Oh my god. Oof. Oh my god. Was that the X count that I missed? Right at 0. That's what it was. I'm like, oh my god, the name is gonna. This is gonna bother me. I have to find this out. There's Leafu, and Zen. Interesting. Griffin Knight. Obviously, Mizuki. May she one day be able to leave Brazil. There's me. Fair enough. The AI seems to have had a bit of an issue with the letters on my Chi-Pao, which is fine. Again, like, the AI doesn't know what in God's name it's looking at, and they're right next to Moomy Plays Games. Oh, they used the Halo vector as a reference too. It's actually part of my when I deafen. Hold on, let me just show you actually. Let's see. If I deafen my character, I'm pretty sure. First, if I can actually get this thing out of the way. Okay. Yeah, so like if I deafen my character, That's what you get. It's kind of I haven't seen anyone use my muted vector, which would be this one. So yeah. It's entirely fair. It is a good render, actually. I do find it. I do like this double glove design. I like to think that it's actually one glove that's just designed this way. Oh, okay. For a moment, I was like, please tell me I didn't just accidentally stop the recording because I hit the wrong button of the wrong program. This is actually really funny. Hold on. We can pretend that this is apple juice because, to be perfectly honest, I'm a teetotaler. I don't actually drink alcohol. So unironically, this would make most sense if this was just apple juice with like a sweet foam on it. At least for me, because I cannot fucking stand alcohol, to be perfectly honest. I drink tea and soda. That's about it. And to be fair, the soda's gonna stop. The soda consumption's gonna stop because I finally got a packet of energy drinks to keep me awake for longer periods of time. So like Nima, I think is it Nima? Hold on. Is that the because that's the sea bunny. And then I've talked to this person before. I think it's Dot Music is the name of this person. Yeah, Nima VT and Blastbox. Oh, I was wrong. Blastbox AI Music. Great underboob shot, not good, right? Yes, this was absolutely necessary for the plot. Now shut the fuck up. We will hear no counter argument, right? From everyone here in the Kiniverse, thank you for watching. This has been a 2.5 day of almost constant typing and editing. As my first ever AI music video and editing of a video in general, I am happy with how it turned out. Yeah, again, these are things that take time to develop, and it's actually a reason I don't have a lore video is because I can tell you right now, given how well or how poorly my AI prompts for images and videos tend to reflect what I'm actually trying to do, it would not meet my personal standard for something I would want to put out. But I'm happy with how it turned out. And yeah, fair enough. You have to eventually be happy with the thing you're working on, because if you're never happy with it, it never gets released, and then it becomes just a giant waste of time, right? Thank you to Leaflet and the Skybrows for sending me down this path. Oh, and Skybrows for sending me down this path. And to the Skybros over in Skynet, fair enough. You are an amazing community. I hope to add more of you to my next projects. With love from Keeney the Hound. P.S. Extra thanks to those who assisted me in some way. You are many, and you know who you are. Head pats. Fair enough. Woo. But yeah, the song in general, I actually, again, just from a musical perspective and just like my personal taste perspective, I actually quite enjoyed the song in and of itself, just as it is. So now that we've done that, and we're already here, we might as well check to see who it is that I missed, right? So Mira, oh, I didn't know he has a daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so Melody, Anissa, and Lore. Wait, hold on there. That's not the Norwegian flag. Wait a minute. I do think this is another Nordic flag, though. Hold on, let me check. To the list of flags, right? Hold on. Well, that's not it. Wait. I can't believe it. I just fucking talked about this. So Lore has the Scottish flag on her. God, that's embarrassing. So it's the Scottish flag on their on her shoulder. Okay, so this is Melody, Anissa, and Lore. These are girlfriend, Norwegian auntie, and Scottish auntie. Fair enough. Well, I could have just. God damn, I could have just looked behind down. Swolman Gold.
Turn one small
I would never have gathered that, but fair enough. If Asmongold was swole, this would probably be what he looked like. Okay, let's check who the other ones are. Did I miss Keen? Oh, I forgot to mention him out, but yeah, that's definitely Keen. Okay, let's see.
Put the soul in the stack.
I'm pretty sure I said Mavlock, but I don't. I definitely miss Gaming Syndicate and Jayla when pointing everything out. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I can see it now, but let's see. Then Jayla, Zed. I still have no idea to say that. I straight up would not have caught that, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, they got Wild Iraqi, Dot Pocket, Wild Iraqi, Torched Wolf, Revenami, Cross Legends. Let's see. Loxy Pop is someone I have no idea who that is. The fuck is this? I have no idea who this is. Okay, I definitely don't know who this is, but they're in the Sky Bros universe apparently. Let's see. Kivok, that's the guy I was thinking of. This is the guy I was thinking of. I will eventually solidify everyone's name in my head, right? Let's see. We got Cycro, Cineviri, Del Demon, who's, yeah. I have another name to look up, apparently, right? Yeah, Ben, Feeblemind, Powder, Amelia, Leaflet, Nihilith, yeah. Nicola. I think I've been in a conversation with her in one of the VCs. Are you kidding me? Okay, fair enough. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Is that a flavor? Is that a flavor VTuber? Hold on. The neurons are firing. I just don't know if they're correctly firing or not. Hold on. Let's see. Rika Paprika. God damn it. Mini Vanilla. Senna Bonfire. Got it. Those are funny names. Juwoon Sugar Bloom. Dr. Citria Lollime. Okay, there's two of them. Donna Vina de Merlot and Donatello de Merlot. Let's see, Niana. There's no. These names are fucking funny. Niana 69. What? Abigail Enemoya. What the fuck am I reading? What are these names? Alionete Myong. I don't know how to say that. Amari Melo. Is it Metlo? Yeah, Mello. Mixie Mixon. Let's see. Does not seem to be a name that popped up here. It's gonna take me way too fucking long, apparently, if I have to read through all these names out loud. Okay, yeah, does not seem to be from the flavor group. Damn, Nicola sounds like a flavor VTuber name, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so my brain was misfiring, it seems. Okay, where were we? We got Silas, Celestia, Mango, Bupela, the Dawn Halo. That was not... Okay, that's me being retarded.
Keyboard clicks.
That was just genuinely me being dumb, right? I had two options and I hit the wrong one. So that's the Dawn Halo, which... Okay, so I've actually never seen Dawn Halo's avatar before. But I've actually been... Like, they've showed up in a number of my video comment sections. So I have had the ability to have brief conversations with this person. Let's see. Itami, yeah, Anibot. Who is Captain Ruddy? Fed Up is a great fucking... That's a great outfit. Let's see. Splinket Dragon? Who is this? Okay, he's the one with the baller samurai. I've talked to this person in VC. Okay. Let's see who else we got here. You got Delta Wolf, Louisverse, Offted, Moose, and Dax. So I'm gonna guess Dax is the dog, maybe? Hold on, I'm just gonna open this up because I have no fucking clue. I've never heard of Moose and Dax, but War Moose Eternal is a hell of a name. Oh, it seems to do a lot of playthroughs. Okay. This doesn't explain to me who Dax is. Probably the dog. That's gonna be my guess. Kitsuragi. Okay, so Kitsuragi is someone in there. And let's see. Actually, hold on. All of these people are in the same section, so let's see who these people are. Lily Fern. Oh, okay. Okay, so she's the green hair lass in the far right-hand side. Taro Dravenox would be the one to the center right, and then that would mean Kitsuragi VTuber. So Dax is the dog then. Would be the one to the center left. Okay, almost through the who's Opal? Oh, she's the space. Okay, she's the space bunny instead of the sea bunny. Fair enough. Let's see. Fushizi. I didn't realize that was Fushizi, but then again, I don't think I've ever seen Fushizi's avatar, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. We've talked about the Angry Duck. That was the X count that I missed, apparently. And that should cover all of the cameos. Now that we've covered the cameos, let us now turn our attention to the lyrical analysis, right? Let's see. So, I like how he's doing the Slav squat, right? while typing away, clicky clacky, right? There's definitely like a law enforcement or paramilitary theme going on here with these with this particular setup and imagery.
Screen glow late. We don't call it work. We just call it create. Yeah.
Okay, so keyboard clicks, screen glow late. We don't call it work. We just call it create. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people here in the streaming space and in the art space have this stay up quite late in order to, I don't know why they stay up late in particular, right? Now, granted, if I had the ability to do that, I probably would, right? But we don't call it work. We just call it create. It's like, yeah, this is not a job. This is a passion project for a lot of people here, right? Like, we're not trying to turn this into a career, a soul-crushing career. This is just an attempt at like following just for the love of the game, for the love of creation itself, right?
Whole crew logged in, same code, same chat. A grammar, a gamer, a kid in a flat line after
interesting.
line, prompting this rap, we refining the phrase. Turn one small spark to a wildfire lit. A small campfire turn into a bonfire. Quick type 2 words, get a universe trip. We remix, reframe.
Good Lord, man, where is the end of the sentence? So,
whole crew logged in.
Whole crew logged in, same code, same chat.
Same code, same chat. A grammar, a gamer,
a grandma, a gamer, a grandma, a gamer, a kid in a flat. So this is very obviously talking about like the projects that the Skye Bros actually have, right? Like from all walks of life, people are collaborating to do all kinds of creative projects, right? A grandma, a gamer, a kid in a flat. So like, again, from all walks of life.
in a flat, line after line, prompting this rap, we refining the phrase.
Line after line, prompting this rap, we're refining this phrase. So again, as he said, this took like 2 days in order to like 2 days straight of like editing and like work to what would you say, refine it. And that's because, again, just whatever it spits out isn't necessarily sufficient. You want it to spit out a particular quality in line with the goal that you're looking for, right? So it requires a like refinement of the, it's kind of like metalworking, right? Where you take a impure ore, and what you end up doing is you end up hammering out the impurities, and you end up trying to you end up trying to refine through fire, through testing, which is funny because you can see Skybrows in this particular video. His hands are on fire and like turning to bones. Why? Because they're putting the prompt itself through fire and refining it into something significantly stronger than it was before. You know, to burn up the straw and, you know, refine by fire.
Turn one small spark to a wildfire lit. A small campfire turn into a bonfire quick. Type 2 words, get a universe trip.
Our tiny campfire lights didn't stay tiny campfire lights. They turned into a blazing inferno, right? Get a universe trip. We remix, reframe.
Reframe, put the soul in the stack. From the barbershop chair to the after school lab. We draft, then draft again till the prompts all snap. Let's go.
What a run-on sentence, but it's still pretty fun, right? Hold on. Let's see. Get a universe trip. We mix, reframe. So yeah, basically all of us come from like very different backgrounds, and our VTubers reflect that we're trying to do very different things, and our lores don't really fit in one world. Let's be entirely fair, right? My entire lore, if you actually read the lore on my YouTube channel, it may not be obvious unless you know the language per se, but I definitely lean into extended modal realism, not because I think it's true, because it's just a very useful tool to explain why what happens in my lore doesn't necessarily affect what happens in anyone else's lore, right? The whole point behind extended modal realism is it's definitely an extension of idealism, but it's the theory that if you like, it's the theory that like any logically possible world is equally real to the world that we currently are in now. So, for example, it's logically possible that Alexander the Great didn't stop at the at India, but instead pressed forward and like died of fever somewhere within the Indian continent, right? That's a logically possible world, and so extended modal realism would hold that set, that world does exist. That's not that dissimilar from like the standard multiverse story that like anyone familiar with the scientific conception of the multiverse, quote unquote. It's not science, I'd say it's pseudoscience, but would be. But extended modal realism goes much further. Extended modal realism would say that any set of propositions which is self-consistent exists in its own world that's equally as real as ours right now. So out there would be universes that are defined not by mathematical logic, but for example, propositional logic. And so it's a much larger set of worlds to play with. And that was the point, was that if I just put this as the background, because my character, if you again read the background, is not all that impressive in terms of stats, right? Like, it's not like my character is some, like a divine being like in half of the other VTubers out there, right? Like Monarch's whole multiverse arc where she's like this multiversal entity, but like she actually happens to be like a hyper-dimensional entity, where it's like, no, mine is just, I literally jump between worlds. It's not that particularly impressive because I don't really need hyper cosmic, VTuber lore. I just need an explanation for why my lore doesn't affect anyone else's lore, and that was the answer I came up with. But yeah, so get a universe trip. We remix, reframe.
Put the soul in the stack from the barbershop chair to the after school lab.
Put the soul in the stack from the barbershop chair to the after school lab. We draft, then again and again.
Draft, then draft again till the prompts all snap. Let's go.
Till the prompts all snap. Let's go. So this is about everything. I mean, obviously, so till the prompts all snap is leaning into the phrase everything is coming together, right? Everything locks or snaps into place. So it's like you put your heart and even though it's an AI doing this, right? You're still putting your heart and your soul into the AI, and you can definitely tell when someone is putting all of themselves into a project, even if it's using AI, versus when they're just, phoning it in, right? You can definitely tell the difference, right? When someone is actually trying to make something that they could potentially be proud of, or try to make something that means something, right? This is what I think they're driving at here.
We pop the sky, watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes the canvas generate.
Okay, that's interesting. This is another example of the using the homophones, right? So that the lyrics mean something slightly different than the spoken word, or at least the written lyrics. There's a pun here. We prompt the sky, obviously Skybrows himself, right? In this case, it's lowercase, as in we're referring to the noun, like the sky above, but it's spelled as if we're referring to the person, which I'm not entirely sure, but may lean on to Skybrows' more pantheistic worldview. I'm not entirely sure. This could just be a slight, grammatical error. Happens sometimes. I use an AI for fucking grammar and spelling checks all the fucking time. But so that catches my eye. We prompt the sky, watch the visions levitate.
Watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes the canvas generate.
So again, this is all about magic, right? It's like every single line makes a canvas generate. So again, we're reducing potency. So chaos, literally unbeing, right? Potentials into actuality, something real. You take something that would be just a cloud of possibilities, and then you denoise it into something specific with an essence. Again, I've said before, when you have a blank sheet of paper in front of you, that is a representation of chaos. That is pure potentiality. That is something that has been unrealized and can be realized into something else. And then the process of, again, sketching out, actually doing the underlying sketches and then erasing and then adding on to it over and over again, that is the process of denoising as done by the human brain. The human brain, a lot of the human brain is computation. It doesn't seem to all be computation, but a lot of it is computation. So let's see.
Hands on keys, yeah, we're cooking at an endless rate.
Hands on keys, yeah, we're cooking at an endless rate. Again, it's like, as I said earlier, with the messed up sleep schedule, right? Late into the night, right? Like days of work to get this to something that you could potentially be proud of, right? That's the entire purpose, is to make something that not only you enjoy, but other people can enjoy as well. And in order to do that, you have to, you have to practice. You have to actually do the thing in order to get good at it. So whole team writing, and we write it with that fire. So I mean, fire here seems to be doing dual function here. Like fire obviously can be passion, but it's like there's that slang sense of like bro, you're on fire, right? It means like you're really cooking with that one, which is a thing we just mentioned earlier with the use of the word cooking, as in like the process is definitely working, right? I need to look up how exactly I would explain to someone how the words like cooking in this particular slang sense would actually work, because I actually haven't thought about that. Interesting. And we write it. Okay, yeah. But again, it's like this is a collaborative effort. Right. Community lit, every mind a live wire. Interesting. Well, to be fair, yeah. So like every let's see. Okay, hold on. If I can, there we go. The community lit. Again, I think in this case, we're definitely, I think this is being used in, again, the slang sense. But every mind alive wire. Again, it's like electrified, full of life, right? But it's full of life in a way that's exposed, in which someone else can brush up against it. That's the whole point of like a live wire. It is a wire that has been exposed and is in danger of, you know, electrocuting someone. And I think, again, that's exactly what's being said here, is the community is lit in the sense of like illuminated, but also in the sense of like, again, the slang sense of the term, but every mind alive wire. So it's like all of us are kind of like poking out of the community in such a way that we can be brushed up against through our own work and, you know, send a jolt into the people outside of the community. Prompt the sky, let the culture rewire. So again, this being a collaborative effort, but there is obviously, as I've said in our previous episodes, and it's probably going to get repetitive as I keep bringing this up, because we kind of have to hammer home that this is exactly the issue, is that the entire cultural production in the West has been subverted by Gramscians. So these are communists who have figured out that in order to actually get the communist project to work, they have to seize the means of cultural production. Think about, for example, how all the remakes like just completely undermine the essence of the original. Think about, for example, like how everything stopped being about like raw entertainment, because raw entertainment has a function. You kind of need raw entertainment. Low culture exists to complement high culture. You can't have nothing but high culture. Turns out quality slop is just completely unsustainable, right? That's why the whole term quality slop was actually invented. So you do need that lower culture as well, and there's a dignity in low culture production. And that's basically where this whole let the culture rewire part comes in, is AI is given us the opportunity for cultural production that isn't mediated through Gramscian bullshittery, right? So this is like this whole Skybrowse project is in a sense an attempt at pushback against the Gramscian effort for, in this case, the goal is a cultural rewire to, again, just be able to have fun again, right? Whole team writing, and we write it with that fire. Again, what's that? There's that gif of the guy with like a quill pen, feather pen, and as soon as he puts his like the pen tip and he starts writing, the page catches on fire. Fucking classic meme, and that definitely gives me that particular image right there of, and you know what? This is at a fucking dance rave. And the whole point about a dance rave is let loose and just have fun. So. And then here we see, fucking Keybox? Okay, it is Keybox. Here, just not actually on the dance floor, but he's still at the party. Hold on, I hit the wrong button. And he's still there. He's still at the party. He's just not participating in the same way everyone else is. Slightly judgmental look there too. I'm curious as to, like, again, if there's an underlying reasoning for, like, why certain creators are portrayed the way that they are. There probably is one. I'm just not entirely familiar with it, because unlike some of my other Sky Bros, I'm not exactly as active in the collab sense, because To be perfectly honest, I still need to get some of my stream bullshit fixed, right? But as soon as I can get that done, I'm definitely going to be clamoring at the bit to see if I can collab with certain people. And I'm pretty sure y'all can possibly suspect some of the people that I have an idea that I would like to collab with at some point. But the issue is a lot of us live in very different places, and so even if I did get everything set up, it would definitely be one of those things where it's like setting up the actual collab might be a bit nightmarish, right?
She just never had time.
Return to aesthetics based.
Tales turn stills into scenes that shine.
Okay.
Stories.
So Auntie got stories.
She just never had time.
She just never had time.
Now my tales turn stills into scenes that shine. Little.
Interesting. So again, this goes back to a thing I've been talking about, like how AI increases the speed of cultural production. Now, granted, anytime you take an advantage, you incur a disadvantage. There is no like absolute advantage in reality. Every decision you make has a trade-off to make, right? And one of the things, and I talked about this last time with my Ohio Birdman reaction, with artists, and how, yeah, sure, you can, there's a lot of benefits to like hiring a human being to do your cultural production, but there's a couple problems, which is that oftentimes, especially artists in the West and, you know, even in Japan, have this issue of like not respecting your time or your money, but they expect you to respect their time and their process, right? So there's that. There's also the issue that when you rely on an actual human being for like the entirety of your cultural production, not only does that increase the cost of the cultural production, but it, or your artistic production, but it also increases the number of headaches that you have to deal with for the very much drawn out process. AI is quicker, objectively, like no one's going to be able to outcompete an AI when it comes to image generation in terms of speed, right? But it's less consistent than most human beings are. So there's a trade-off here. So
She just never had time.
and right there, she just never had time, and your time is your money, and your money is your time, right? Especially if you're being paid hourly. So
Now my tales turn stills into scenes that shine.
and so she's able to now tell her stories in mediums that she potentially never had the opportunity to do before, such as, for example, if she learns how to prompt, maybe through, for example, AI image generation or AI video generation or AI music generation, or even AI text generation. These are all things that you can learn, you can use to supplement your creative process, or, you know, just completely do the creative process. I personally prefer AI when it's being used as a complement, but, you know, if someone else doesn't have that time and they just, you know, I could definitely see it be like a time management trade-off. So into scenes that shine. So they're not just like they're not just issues of like just getting the story out there, but again, scenes that shine. Little Sky Bro draws
Little
worlds.
sky bro draws worlds. He was scared to share. Now we type three thoughts and they're floating in the air. We are.
And yeah, fair enough. Let's see. Go back. I don't know if this has anything to do with Nihilith, so I'd be interested to see why Nihilith was picked for this scene. Little Sky Bro draws worlds. He was scared to share. Now he types three thoughts. Let's see. And they're floating in the air. So, again, send them to the sky. But fair enough. Funny fact, there used to be two words in English for the sky. One for the near sky and one for the far sky, right? But yeah, so again, just because you create something, and again, this goes with the speed of production, the quality of production as well, right? Little Sky Bro draws worlds. He was scared to share, and now he's able to share them. Is the association with the air and the sky like the signal? I'm genuinely interested in that particular thing, because that seems to be a reoccurring motif. But again, yeah, so AI does provide tools with which you can better, again, realize the things that you were trying to make. AI does have the ability to complement you on areas that you have potentially, some lack in. And again, that's why I use AI in my writing as like an editor, because at times it'll be like, hey, here's where you repeated yourself, that you didn't need to repeat yourself. I've done that a couple times, so I'm glad the AI caught that, right? It's like, hey, you may want to think about rearranging the sentence. It's like, okay, sometimes it has a point, and sometimes it's like, no, I did that very on purpose, right? And sometimes it's like, hey, you may want to sensitivity check this. And like, I mean, it's supposed to be a horror scene, right? This is supposed to greatly disturb and like confound you. Then reread it. It's like, okay, yeah, they could probably at once make this more disturbing and more clear, so that some retard doesn't screech at me later that this is not a good thing that just happened in the story, right? So because apparently we all know who we're talking about. People who think like Berserk is like people who don't understand that like bad things happen in Berserk because it's a horror story, right? And you're not supposed to think that that's entertaining. It's a genuine horror story. You're supposed to be unsettled by what happens in Berserk, so that you can root for Guts as he fights against, literal demons,
Three thoughts, and they're floating in the air.
Let's see. He types 3 thoughts and now they're floating in the air. Again, like, prompting is all about like the economy of information, right? You're trying to at one point condense as much information as you can in as accessible a space as you can. So again, learning what words correspond to what outputs, what structures correspond to what, operations, all of this stuff is things that you learn as you do things, and the better you get at it, you still have to use massive prompts, but you get better at condensing information as well. So, you have the Skye Bros, several paragraphs for like one scene, right? But that's still information that's highly condensed, right? You still have to figure out how to word these things in a way that you don't have extraneous details that aren't necessary to communicate your thought, because if you do, then your prompt, it's going to affect how your prompt operates.
Argue, we laugh, we improve, we tweak, turn kinda okay to yo, that's unique.
That's again. Let's go back then. Okay. So we argue, we laugh. Let's see. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Because the Skye Bros don't actually have a unified worldview other than this AI thing is kind of neat, right? And we're all kind of tired of communists. It seems to be the two core like things uniting all of the Skye Bros, right? We improve, we tweak, turn kind of okay into, let's see, to yo, that's unique and I can relate.
Oh, that's unique, and I can relate from the
So, yeah. Again, that's the that is literally the entire point. That's literally one of the points of the community, right? Is that we're trying to take something again for that is individual. It's like, and maybe not all that operational, right? Not that up to speed. And the whole point is to help each other catch up to speed in what it is we're trying to do in a way that's not just true to what we're trying to do, but also actually accessible to the people that we're making this for, right? Because honestly, we're all making all this stuff for ourselves at the end of the day, right? Because we're all trying to have fun, but or do something, accomplish something with what we're doing. But at the same time, it has to meet a particular quality. You can have an idea that's like, again, unique to something that's like, okay, that, the kind of okay, but you have to be able to eventually get that kind of okay idea into a actually publishable quality of some kind, right? Something that people will actually engage with and be able to run with. And, again, a community that actually helps each other with their production, which is so far what the Skye Bros community has been one of the, again, most actively helpful and engaged with each other communities I've ever been in. That's again the entire point. So from Church Basement. I mean, I wonder why she's picked for this one, right? Like, wonder why we picked Celestium for this one. A more fitting person in this community besides maybe DJ Nathaniel could not have been picked. To the front yard stoop. Okay, that has to have something to do with Mango. Mango is always eating in these. Interesting. Again, as I keep saying, it's magic. It's reduction of potency to act through the use of words. Right? This is real magic, and people are very upset about it. We build big dreams out of a few word loops. Because again, you can use AI to like help you brainstorm ideas, to help you check your ideas. You can use AI to push back, for example. There's like a harsh critic GPT on ChatGPT, which will rip anything that you give it to shreds, to be perfectly honest. But it'll do so through like actual nitpicks that like are genuinely pretty real. So we build big dreams out of a few word loops. So are all of these like people who've tried to make AI music at some point? He's just fucking jamming on his own at the fucking fair. Okay, hold on. This actually might make some sense. This definitely might illuminate some of the... Oh, I heard something totally different. So we prompt the skye, because again, it's the Skynet, the Sky Brows, right? The Sky Bros. Watch the visions levitate. And again, like right here, the bit on the nose, canvas. Lady Wasabi is literally painting worlds and entities into being. Again, a whole team writing. We're writing with that fire. So it's like we're cooking. We're trying. We are producing things that are worth paying attention to, right? We're again, it is fire, but at the same time, it's not a singular effort. Like we're using a combination of human and AI cooperation to try to get the best out of this medium that we can. I cannot fucking believe. Let me move this. Yeah, that very thing I was talking about earlier seems to have been the inspiration for this scene. It's like pen, quill touches paper, paper catches on fire, right? Damn it! Yeah, again, she's literally writing fire. I can't believe I didn't catch this earlier. Prompt the sky. I mean, she's literally prompting in the sky, right? Wait a minute. Oh, I thought that was like a deck of... I thought there were some cards on the desk for a moment. I'm pretty sure these two are married, so, you know, fair enough, right? Like, there's no reason that you can't be a married couple on, you know, as a VTuber. It's very sweet and wholesome. Oh, I just realized it's because they're the center of attention. Okay, fair enough. Fucking hell, mate. They were literally on stage because they are the center of attention. Okay, fair enough. That took me way too long to figure out. And then she's the DJ because she's a, you know, a music channel. Fair enough, right? And then I'm pretty... Actually, you know what? Isn't that the same person from earlier? I just noticed that. That is Loxy Pop. So Loxy Pop appears twice in here. What an underboob shot. I'm just saying. I have no idea what Loxy Pop actually does, but I am definitely going to check out everyone that I do not know the name of after this. And again, I'm pretty sure all of these people, since this is all the Keeneyverse, and again, like the two aunties, the girlfriend, Keeney himself, his his best mate, and his daughter are all in here. I'm pretty sure that this actually is also a collaborative effort. Mentioning earlier, when talking about we writing, right? Pretty sure that this is actually a collaborative effort from a team. So, which is a very good way to make sure that your production actually, goes through the way you want it to do, right? You have a bunch of people to bounce ideas off of, and to potentially spot problems before they, come out. Oh, I didn't even think to look at this. Skybro Cinematic Universe. Oh my god, do we already have a logo? Eden Core Keeneyverse. Is it, what the fuck? What do you mean I wasn't subscribed? Okay, anyway. That's embarrassing. Wait. Shit, that was the wrong button.
Keyboard clicks.
Aha, hold on. Who do you think you are, Julio? Even Julio can't get text by me. I need a shower and touch some grass, except it's winter. Oh, wait, yeah, and if he's Norwegian, it's a cold winter, right? How did you get the... How do you superscript a star? If I could figure out how to do that in Unicode, I might actually put that in my fucking, channel name, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, this is very clearly a passion project by Keeneyverse, and to be fair, a lot of this is flying over my head because I'm not entirely all that familiar with everyone here. I've talked to some of these people much more than others. I've talked to Silas in decent depth about, political philosophy. I've talked to Kyril Chikage about political philosophy before. Let's see who else is in here again. But a lot of these people, not so much. I should probably prompt Keen to watch that 5-hour politics video I made. He'd probably have some decent. He'd probably have a hell of a reaction to that. I've talked to Gaming Sin a decent amount again about politics. I know I've talked to Psychro about his creative process. So there's that. Yeah. I've talked to DJ Nathaniel about theology, so there's that. But yeah, this community kind of just fucking exploded like a powder keg, to be perfectly honest. Which I don't have a problem with. The larger network of, again, anti-Gramscian creators who are, in touch with each other, the more we can help support each other if anyone needs any kind of help, right? Which, again, I think is a good thing overall. But yeah. So let's go through one more time. I don't know that I missed anything per se that I would catch otherwise. But for the sake of, again, just, what would you call it? Completeness. Let's see what we got.
Keyboard clicks. Screen glow late. We don't call it work.
I do like that gun twirl, to be perfectly honest. It's like a baton. It moves from a cane to a baton. Hold on.
Screen glow late.
Yeah, it's like from a cane to twirling like a baton. Like some kind of fucking, well, yeah, I don't imagine you would put your gun tip on the floor like that. But it's like what the fuck is the... ROTC, JROTC, there you go. Like a JROTC kind of deal.
We don't call it work. We just call it create. Yeah. Whole crew logged in. Same code, same chat. A grammar, a gamer, a kid in a flat. Line after line, prompting this rap, we refining the phrase. Turn one small spark to a wildfire lit. A small campfire turn into a bonfire. Quick type 2 words, get a universe trip. We remix, reframe, put the soul in the stack. From the barbershop chair to the after school lab. We draft, then draft again till the prom song.
Now that's an interesting song. That's an interesting song, because when I not song, but sound. Because when I hear that sound, hold on. Right there. I have like the vision in my head of like a cassette player being loaded, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if that's on purpose, but that's the vision I get. Just and I'm not oh my god, I just realized oh my god. I just realized that Dot Pocket has a fucking set of dog tags on him. So yeah, this seems to be some kind of like military motif between these two.
Screen glow late.
God damn. Wrong! Why did I split screen this? Oh, hold on, actually. Let me turn that fucking off. There we go.
Till the prompts all snap. Let's go. We pop the sky. Watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes
There's a lot of bald eagles in there for a Norwegian, video.
the cameras generate. Hands on keys. Yeah, we cooking at an endless rate. Whole team writing and we write it with that fire. Ay, write it with that fire. Write it with that fire. Community lit. Every mind alive. Wire. Pop the sky.
Oh, okay, there is a thing I missed, actually. It's right here.
Prompting this rap, we refining the phrase. Turn one small spark.
So yeah, I mean, obviously we have Asmongold lighting the the spark here. It's a tiny campfire, but progressively the campfire light gets significantly larger
Lit. A small campfire turn into a bonfire quick.
because Leaflet now adds onto the fire,
Type 2 words, get a universe trip. We
and then Keen fucking just like douses it also.
remix, reframe, put the soul in the stack from the
Hold on, what does that actually say? Oh, souls, eh?
soul in the stack from the barbershop chair to the after
And then yeah, there we go.
school lab. We draft, then draft again till the prompts all
So yeah, it seems like again the community is like each person is adding to the fire, adding to the blaze, right? Which I mean makes sense.
snap. Let's go. We pop the sky. Watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes the cameras generate.
And you know what? The handshake between between Keeney and fucking Dot Pocket, yeah, it's like literally a handshake is a signal of like cooperation. So
Hands on keys, yeah, we cooking at an endless rate. Whole team writing and we write it with that fire. Ay, write it with that fire. Write it with
and I just realized smoke signals are also signs of communication as well. So it's like again, it's not just the fire has been lit, but also it is a signal, like a smoke, like a smoke, not smokestack. What was it called? Smoke signal. That's what it is. Signaling other like-minded people to come and cooperate as well.
that fire. Community lit. Every mind alive. Wire. Pop the sky. Let the culture rewire. Whole team writing and we write it with that fire. Ay.
And I'm gonna guess story-wise, because this building
With that fire. Write it with that
right there in the background keeps repeating.
We pop the sky, watch the visions levitate. Every single line makes the cameras generate.
So there we see it
Hands on keys, yeah, we cooking at an endless rate.
again down at the bottom right-hand corner.
Whole team writing and we write it with that fire. Ay, write it with that fire. Write it with that
And again, there it is.
fire. Community lit. Every mind alive. Wire. Pop the sky. Let the culture rewire. Whole team writing and we write it with that fire. Ay.
And then I'm gonna guess that again, from a narrative perspective, this party is taking place in that building right there, the one that the smoke signal seems to be showing the location of. I do love like the very distinct styles of art between Ben's model and like everyone else here. It definitely stands out, but I think it's actually kind of neat.
Only got stories, she just never had time. Now her tales turn stills into scenes that shine. Little Sky Bro draws worlds he was scared to share. Now we types 3 thoughts and they're floating in the air. We argue, we laugh, we improve, we tweak, turn kinda okay to yo that's unique. And I can relate from the church basement to the front yard stoop. We build big dreams out of few word loops. Yeah, yeah, go.
Is that, hold on, what am I looking at here? Is this a okay, this has to be a ship, because while that would be cool if this was like the space tower, what was it Gundam that had the space tower in anime, right? Anyway, while that would be cool, this is this a spaceship? I'm genuinely curious, because like also the way it tapers down, I guess it could also be a space elevator, which a space elevator is a staple of science fiction for a reason, right? He's truly a cat. Hold on. Truly a cat. He had to go and fucking knock down some cup. So I'm gonna guess, if we go back here, hold on. The reason why Feeble Mind isn't in the party, I'm gonna guess, is because he is adamant that he's not actually a VTuber. I don't know who Loxypop is, because so depending on who she is, that could actually completely destroy my entire fucking assessment, right? Yeah, I'm guessing that he's here. I'm guessing he's here because not only does he personally not consider himself a VTuber, but also there's the whole thing with him being one of the community mods, so he has to be slightly removed from the conversation to be a mod, right? Which is why he seems to be looking down at everything going on, is like a regulatory effect. Like a literal watcher, actually, funny enough. Sorry to bring up like reference to the Book of Enoch, but you know. I'm not sure why Powder's not involved. I guess Powder's not in the group yet, so there would be a reason for her not to be... Wait, is Powder in the group? Let me check. Let's hope I don't accidentally disconnect myself from my from my voice channel. Okay, so let's go here. Interesting. It doesn't seem that Powder is in the group. Oh well. So yeah, that might be why she's currently here, is because by the time the video was made, Powder might have just not been in the group.
He just never had time. Now her tales turn stills into scenes that shine.
The same thing with Leaflet, but I don't think, well, actually Celestium I'm pretty sure was in the group by the time this was made, so this might not be the reason why.
Little Sky Bro draws worlds he was scared to share. Now we types 3 thoughts and the float.
And Nihilith definitely was, so. Or still is, actually.
Argue, we laugh, we improve, we tweak, turn kinda okay to yo that's unique, and I can relate from the church basement to the front yard stoop. We build big dreams on a few word loops. Yeah, yeah, go. Yeah, we proud the sky, watch the visions levitate.
I do like this fucking lore of just like the visual effect on Delta Wolf, to be perfectly honest. I don't know who the fuck came up with this. It's probably something Delta Wolf came up with himself. But damn, that's a good fucking image and idea.
Every single line makes the canvas generate. Hands on keys, yeah, we cooking at an endless rate. Whole team writing and we write it with that fire. Ayy, write it with that fire. Write it with that fire. Community lit, every mind alive. Wire.
Okay, so I don't necessarily think anymore that the idea behind who is in the rave is the who's in the community, to be perfectly honest, because that just doesn't seem to hold up to scrutiny based on like who is depicted outside of that. I have a sneaking suspicion that there's something that's flying past my head about like these decisions. Again, I would like to see more, like not more. I'd like to see like a or not see. Damn, I would like to ask. There we go. What the decision between like who appears, like for who appears where and in what context holds. Good lord, that was a difficult thought to get out of my brain. Funny that that happens right as a brain is shown on the screen, right? Again, I'm curious as to like why I'm on a couch. Like, fair enough. I'm not complaining. I'm just curious as to like the placement of everyone in the like the actual video, like because this kind of stuff interests me. Like, I actually like to understand why people make specific decisions in there. Okay, it's actually kind of funny that that's a bead on my cheapao, like right under where the meeting is, or at least it looks like a bead. When that little circular thing below the collar with the red is actually just like it's a thing I've seen on some cheapaos where it's like the collar meets there, but then there's just like a circle or like a teardrop section which is missing from the which is just like open. It's like completely just not there, which is where I got the design from. Damn, that's a hard thing to explain. I'm gonna have to figure out how to say that, how to actually explain that in words. But okay, so fair enough. I think that's all I'm going to be able to get my brain to tease out of this, to be perfectly honest. Again, like just like most of the other AI videos we've seen so far, I think this is if we are going to try to ask what kind of view of a man in his life actually is presented here, I think it's a fairly positive view, to be perfectly honest. It's one where wildly different people with wildly different motivations and goals can actually work together to, again, have fun and, you know, find their happiness and, you know, help others and entertain, right? It's a world, again, where man and his freedom and, you know, his ability to understand, that's why the understanding how to prompt is so important in this song, and the ability to cooperate is so important. Woo! Okay. So, yeah, again, I would say that this one, I think, has a very positive view of man and his life. Despite everything going around, kind of like Rivanami's song The Silencing, but that's my assessment. I'm definitely drawing blanks on several semiotic elements in the story and in the song, which I'm pretty sure have meaning. I just don't know what they are. So feel free to let me know what it is that I missed in the chat or in the comment section, to be perfectly honest, because I'm pretty sure there's plenty I missed. But that being said, I still have no fucking earthly way to, no, not way, but idea on how to end these things. I don't have an outro planned because I just decided to start streaming, recording. So, Keeney the Hound, banger song, to be perfectly honest, really enjoyable video. Keep doing well, and may you continue to improve, right? So, y'all have a lovely day, and I'll see y'all next recording.